All right, I think we're live. How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it is time for more Wonder Trade Wednesday and Shiny Hatching. That is right, I like to do both at once. That might change after we finally hatch that Shiny Buizel. Have we hatched it yet? No, we have not. We're still going for it. After hatching 1,080 eggs. This is like the longest it has ever taken me to hatch a shiny Pokemon in the 6th generation. It is just crazy. I can't believe how long it has taken. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. But you know what? We're gonna get this thing. I believe it. I think that today is going to be the day. I know I keep saying that. I thought it'd be the day, like, I don't know, the week of Christmas. I thought that would be it. And it wasn't, but you know what? This time, I really do feel like it. I feel like, I don't even think we're going to get to 1,100. I think we might get to 1,101, and that might be it. But otherwise, I don't know. But I have that feeling. And to celebrate, I actually figured, you know what? I'm going to make a new subscriber emote, because I actually had room for a new subscriber emote, which is really cool. Before everyone goes ahead and unsubscribes from me, I figure, you know what, I better get another emote in. So I have a new emote for Twitch subscribers. It is Mara Finally, and you can probably see it in the chat. It hasn't happened yet. I don't have the egg hatched just yet, the shiny one, but I have a feeling that it will be soon. I think it'll be great. I definitely do. So when it hatches, I want to see that emote spammed the living daylights in the chat, because finally, right? I mean, we've been going so long on this and with no results other than a whole bunch of Weasel. So hopefully we'll get it. Hopefully we will. I figure, you know what? We're going to get it at some point. I'm not giving up. Even if it isn't today, the emote will work. Because, I mean, let's face it. After about 4 months of hatching to try and get this thing, you know, that's pretty much what we're all going to be saying once it finally hatches. Finally! So that's why I figured, you know what, it's a good kind of situational emote. It's also something you can take to other, like, shiny hunting streams or whatever. You know, there's some great ones. Emotes that I've seen used from other shiny hunters in this chat, which is always fun. I know Renee has a lot of really cool ones, but I figure, you know what, this is one that works for other chats, which is nice. It's good to have a good situational emote. So, you know, if you see someone else hunting for shinies and it's taken forever, and then when that moment finally comes, you can be like, finally! Oh, so we shall see. Now, I did mention, of course, it is, you know, Wonder Trade Wednesday and Shiny Hatching. So the Wonder Trade Wednesday portion of this will take place after I've hit 1,110 eggs hatched. That's why it says that on my Twitter post, that's why it says it on the layout, and that's also why it says it on the title of the stream. I mean, there's so many different places that it says that, but still people ask, when does it start? And it's like, well, don't really know what I can do other than, you know, I mean, I pointed out it's about as obvious as can be. So, yeah, but we'll do that. We're only going to do a box today because, again, I eventually want to separate Wonder Trade Wednesday from, oh, hey, Kanto Red just subscribed. That is some big service. Thank you so much, Kanto Red, for subscribing to me on Twitch. That is awesome. That is awesome, and you'll even be able to do the finally emote when the moment comes. That'll be great. Oh, man. I really do hope that it shows up soon, though, so we can do that. Oh, man. It's been too long. I was looking up pictures of Shiny Buizel last night, because I drew that Shiny Buizel thing, the emote that we got. I drew that last night. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to post it anywhere in its full completion until after it actually hatches, but I wanted to have it for an emote. But yeah, I spent last night doing a bit of that. I got a bit of art I need to do for my patrons, which will be interesting. I haven't really been feeling all that great lately. Not really like physically, just kind of emotionally. But I feel actually a bit better today. It's not as bad as it was. I got a little bit of an itch in my eye though. Eeh. Don't you hate it when you get like an itch in your eye? It's like, what do? You know, you rub your eyeballs and it's like, ow. Kind of hurts, but kind of feels the same. Or feels good, you know? I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it just gets really itchy. I don't like that. But yeah, yeah, so today hasn't actually been that bad, and I don't really know, like, why. It's not that anything specifically made it good. I guess it's just, you know, that determination to get that Shiny Buizel and that emote, I think. That has me hyped, you know, I wanted to do that. Let's see, can I read? I'm actually shiny hatching for shiny Meanfu. Ooh, good luck with that. That'd be a cool shiny. That would be pretty cool. How many eggs are you into it so far? Hopefully a lot less than 1,084. My goodness. That is some bad luck, even without the shiny charm. I have the shiny charm, but, you know, it just seems like it's broken or something. Yeah, shiny charm and Masuda method. Still nada. Nada. Oh my goodness, 890 eggs on that. Ooh. Oh, 90. Okay, that's a lot better. I mean, I've been to 890 and it's slow and painful. But yeah. All right. Anyway, we're just gonna kind of relax and have a good time and hatch more eggs and hopefully get that shiny today. That is the thing that I really want. And it's still really dry over here. So one thing that, you know, I guess is happening now, there's going to be a big old snowstorm in the Northeast and the eastern part of the US. So that's pretty crazy. Thankfully, it's not going to affect Wisconsin. I mean, we got like, I don't know, 1/3 of an inch of snow last night, and I mean it was coming out pretty quickly, but it you know, it's like, oh wow, that's great. It's nothing, and I'm fine with that. Like, it's still really cold over here, but it I don't know, I didn't really want to get like destroyed with all that snow. I know in the Northeast, it's supposed to get like a lot of snow. I was hearing some places like 3 to 6 feet, or 3 to 5 feet, I think it was. But that is a lot. Oh my goodness. Like, seriously. I'm so glad that we're not going to get like hardly any. I mean, we had a ton of snow in the very start of the season. Actually, it wasn't even winter yet. It was like November. It was before Thanksgiving, and we got 15 inches of snow for the first snowfall. Or thereabouts. And that's like ridiculous for Wisconsin. I mean, you know, it happens, but for the first snow, ugh, terrible. But we haven't really had any substantial amounts of snow since. We had a lot of ice, like these weird ice pellet stuffs. And that was okay, but actually it's not. It's terrible. It's really nasty. But what can you do? All right, well. Anyway, I have a feeling we're gonna get more snow before the season's over. We've just been pretty lucky. Of course, it's been really dry snow-wise out in the Northeast. So, I mean, I guess they're kind of getting caught up, but it's one of those things that, you know, you can't escape it. You just can't. Alrighty. Anyhow, let's see. What else is going on? How are all you guys doing? Are you doing pretty good? I've been okay, but I want to hear how you're doing. Are you prepared for the big old snow? Or nah? Yeah, still no Shiny Buizel. It's kind of crazy, but oh well. I'll get it eventually. Hearing some mixed things with the snow. Either no snow at all or loads of snow. Dang. I had like barely anything last night, but... Alright, let's see. You should start Wonder Trading at 1111. Would be so funny if the shiny was at 1111. Actually, it would be really funny. Because then it would be one after. I think I will start it at still 1110. But it would be really funny if like the very next one were a shiny. Plus it's a funny number, 1111. Oh, last night in Missouri, my brother slid off the road. Yikes, is he okay? That's never any fun. Are you going to Wonder Trade 1080p? Well, actually, we're only in 720p. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't think I'll Wonder Trade it today because I like to go through the like other ones I have from earlier. But I will Wonder Trade 1080p, and we will all remember. We will all remember. It's double digits here in Minnesota. It feels amazing. I know that feeling. I went out today and it was like 19 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm like, this feels great. And I mean, it's sad when you think that, but it's true. Although it was a nice blue sky and it was kind of nice, but it's just sad when, you know, 19 or 20 degrees feels warm. It didn't get like brutally cold. It got below 0, but that's not that bad. Last 2 winters, it was just like 20 below 0 pretty much all the time. It was terrible. But hey, you know what? At least it was only like 2 or 3 days of, you know, really, really cold weather. And that's fine. I mean, all things considered, like, that's pretty choice for winter. You know, so often it is just massive amounts of snow. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, so we got, what, 21 more eggs to hatch? Yes, we do. I wonder if the shiny will be male or female. I know I've asked that before. I have a feeling it's going to be female. I don't know why. It's just kind of like, I was drawing the Shiny Buizel last night, and I was just thinking, oh man, how cool will it be when that moment finally happens? And I decided I want to name the Buizel something. And, you know, we've all been thinking, oh, what are you going to name it? Gold Pretzel? Or are you going to name it like, what are you going to name it? And I think I'm going to name it Finally. Just simple as that, because it will mark a very long journey. And it's actually kind of a neat name. Like, I was writing it out, you know, for the expression and for the emote, and then I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just name it Finally? So then every time we see that emote being used anywhere, we'll remember, oh yeah, that's Finally, that's right. So it kind of makes it a double pun. How many weeks has it been now? I think I started the week after my birthday. And that was like early September, so it's been about 4 months, which is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous, I tell you. Let's see, straw poll, male or female? I don't know. Guess we'll be curious to see what people vote on. I mean, again, I'm fine with either. Like, it's not like I have a preference for one or the other if it hatches a certain way. There is a little difference with male and female Buizel and Floatzel. Female Floatzel and Buizel have like 1 spot on their back. And female ones have, or I'm sorry, male ones have 2. But that's it. I mean, other than that, they're both fine. I just don't know what it'll be. I think it will be, female for some reason. But I may be mistaken. I think Finally works better for a female, because you know, kind of shorten it to Allie, I guess. But you know, it's not like it's so out there that it wouldn't be. All right, let's check out this straw poll. It did get deleted. I see it, but we'll go ahead and post it. There we go. Just in case you want to vote. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun. But be curious to see what you guys think it will be. Because I really don't know. Of course, how would I know? I mean, it's one of those that it's a 50-50. Like, it's a coin flip. So it's not like, you know, Charmander or something where it's going to be more likely to be male. It's, you know, just as likely to be either. I think the next thing we're going to hatch is Cyndaquil. So that'll be mostly male. That's going to be a pain to get, like, a 6 IV one. I think I have a 5 IV female. So that'll be nice. I think I can just breed it with the Mawile I have in there. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe we should give him a break. He's been going to town. All right, well, we got 19 more eggs to hatch before we start. All right, so, you know, I have to say one thing I was looking up this week. I was looking up Wisconsinisms, all right? So, you know, one of the things that always amuses me is, you know, different little regional quirks or dialects or choices of words or things that people do in certain regions in the U.S. And obviously it's a lot different. It's a lot different all over the place, but like, I just always find it funny hearing about it from my own state, because I go, oh yeah, that's right, I do kind of do that. So, like, interesting things with Wisconsinites, just in case you're curious to know. Well, first of all, I do have a question for you, because I want to know something, and this is one of those kind of funny regional quirks, and you can answer it even if you're outside the U.S. I guess it's fine. I'd be curious to know. I spoke with a friend from Norway, and he had a similar response. So, or as what I did. So I mean, it's like, oh, okay. So we were kind of laughing at, well, not laughing at people who say something different, but it's always just funny because anyway. So okay, you go to the store and you put things into whatever you're going to take to the place where you buy the thing. So I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I want to know what you call this thing. You push it around, you put stuff in it, and you take it to where you check out. What do you call it? That's what I want to know. I'll tell you what I call it in a moment. Hopefully you know what it is. But let me know in the chat what you personally call it. And again, I'm not going to judge. I mean, I'll tell you why I think it's funny. But I'm curious because in some parts of the region, you call it different things. So seeing a lot of people, probably the overwhelming majority, saying shopping cart or cart. And yeah, that's what I call it too, and that's what he called it. But some people, they call it a buggy, which I'm hearing. Some people, apparently I just read this, a few are calling it a trolley. I never heard that before. But one that got me, I had a friend out from Connecticut once, and he called it a carriage. You know, you push the carriage. I'm like, carriage? Are there like horses behind that or what? And I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not judging it. That's what you call it. But like, you probably think calling it a shopping cart is kind of silly then too. It's like, wait, what? Cart? Like the thing you drive? Like a go-kart? I just always find that funny. So, like, okay, another thing. Okay, this is going to be a rather funny thing because this is very much a Wisconsinism, or at least one of the things. So, let's say you are at school or you're shopping or wherever, and you're thirsty, so you want to get some water so you can drink the water. So you find something that squirts water out so you can drink from this. What do you call this thing that, it squirts water out, you drink from it, and you get water? I'll tell you what I call it, and I'll tell you what Wisconsinites call it sometimes. And it amazes me how different it can be. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people say water fountain. A few people say drinking fountain. A few say fountain or faucet. And then the first one actually was by Whamming King, and he said the very Wisconsin thing, a bubbler. You call it a bubbler. And okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. I do not call it a bubbler. I'm from Wisconsin, but it's just really funny to hear that, like a bubbler. But it's pretty much only in Wisconsin, or at least from people who've been from Wisconsin, they call it a bubbler. I'm like, what? So I was reading like all these stories on, I don't know, like a forum post of, all these things. And it was like someone went out to California and was asking, where do you find the bubbler at? And everyone just like looked at him. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I call them, I think I call them like water fountains. I never drink from them though, but yeah, apparently Wisconsinites also call the, I'm just going to say it, the stoplights, they call them stop and go lights. I'm like, what? A stop and go light? A stop and go light? What the? That doesn't even make any sense. Okay, here's a good one. I wonder what people call sodas like Pepsi or pops like Pepsi or whatever. So I've heard a lot of different things for this. And, do you call... In fact, actually, I wanna make a straw poll really quick. Let's see. We need it. We need to know. All right, we're gonna make this happen. Okay, so I did post a straw poll, and that says, what do you call the carbonated drink like Pepsi or Coca-Cola? I mean, it can be whatever really, but like, I'm just saying, what do you call it? And, it's very interesting. I've seen it changed a lot over the years too. Can't pick just one. I mean, if you can't pick just one, just do one that you would be most likely to. Like, just say it in a sentence. Just, without thinking about it. It's not like perfect science. Like water fountain and drinking fountain. I mean, I'd say either. I call it soda for whatever it's worth. But I know in a lot of different places in the US and elsewhere, they call it different things. They call it pop, of course, and I've never gotten that. I hear pop a lot, but I don't like calling it pop. I just don't for some reason. I like calling it soda. And then, there's Coke, I guess, if you're down south. It doesn't matter what it is, but, you can, oh, hey, grab me a Coke. 7-Up is a Coke by that logic. But, And then I know across the seas you can sometimes call it fizzy drink, which seems just so silly for me, but I mean, I guess calling it soda would be kind of silly over there. And then, I just heard tonic is another thing. But there's also a lot of other names for it. It just amazes me how you can have so many different names to describe something. Go figure. Anyway, I know I took a little bit of time doing that, but I figure these are these are the important questions in life that we need to know the answers to. We need to know where everyone stands. How about what you lie under in bed? I lie under a blanket, not a duvet or quilt. Huh. That's an interesting one. Maybe like a, what is it, a comforter? Or like the, or not a comforter, what is it, I don't know. I just call it a blanket. That's just me. Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing. There's like something else. Bedspread, maybe. I love little regionalisms and such. But yeah, it was just really interesting going, looking around at different Wisconsinisms. Like, I'll give you another example of a Wisconsinism. First of all, even just pronouncing Wisconsin. Like, I don't know how you pronounce Wisconsin, and you've probably heard me say it 5 million times that, but I call it Wisconsin, and I put extra emphasis on the con. And it's not like, I can't even pronounce it in any other way really, but like, it's the that a doctor would tell you to say, like say, Wisconsin, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I'm trying to think, how do other people pronounce it? And I just don't know. A lot of people say like Wisconsin. I don't know, it's weird. Like, it seems strange for me to say, but I guess a lot of people do say that. Then of course, some Wisconsinites, they call it Wisconsin, Wisconsin. And I don't do that. I don't also say like a lot of the other things that others do, but I don't know. It's interesting. Another thing, this is actually what got me to look all this stuff up. I was watching some TV, and I heard someone on the TV say the city name that's over by Lake Michigan. It's a big city. It's where the Brewers are from. It's spelled Milwaukee. In fact, here, I'll show you since I can type it out. See, it's spelled like that. Now, I know this. I've been there. It's not really anything. I mean, if you live in Wisconsin, you know the city. But I've always, all my life, called it Milwaukee. And never with any L. So it's like, I heard it as Milwaukee. I'm like, Milwaukee? What? And I mean, I know that the L is there. I'm going to name this one Milwaukee just because. I know that the L is there, but man, it really threw me for a loop because it's like, I've always called it Milwaukee, just no L, just Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Not even like meh, but just Milwaukee, like my lady, And I guess it's a common thing in Wisconsin to do that, but it just is really funny. And, I don't know which is proper. It's just one of those things, like, if you're from there, you just call it Milwaukee, but, yeah. So, I don't know. I found that really funny. Do you pronounce the T in mountain or element? Mountain. Element. Wow, I guess maybe I don't. Huh, that's interesting. I never really thought about that. Element? The elements. Like if I say elements, yeah. Element? I mean, kind of. It almost kind of transforms into like a D in a way. And then there was another great example. And this isn't really, like a pronunciation thing. This is like what you say. So, Oh, how to describe it? Okay, so apparently a Wisconsin thing is, let's say, you know, you need someone to do you a favor, like grab something at the store. Hey, could you go grab me a 6-pack of soda really quick? Like, you say really quick, and it's not that you actually need it really quick, like, you know, quickly or anything. It's just, in Wisconsin, you say really quick, you know, hey, could you do this for me really quick? Even if it isn't necessary, or if you don't need it to be done in a quick fashion, you just say it. It's like, hey, could you do that for me really quick? And I don't know, it just, I never really thought about it until I read about that. I'm like, huh, I guess that doesn't really make any sense now, does it? But I say that. Yeah, the pronunciation of Caramel. I call it caramel, not caramel. But that's just, it sounds weird if you call it caramel. I'm sorry. I don't even caramel. I'm a caramel person, which doesn't make any sense. All right, so we're at 1,100 eggs hatched. My goodness. Ugh. This is just brutal. I can't wait until finally hatches from that egg. Just waiting. Waiting to be hatched. Oh, man. Oh, there was another one that was kind of interesting, too. I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of funny. I don't remember it now. And then Illinois, of course. If you call it Illinois, you're saying it wrong. But yeah, it's supposed to be Illinois. Like, if it has an S at the end, doesn't make any sense. Oh, Illinois. There's no reason to be pronounced that way, but it is. And then, you know, Missouri or Missouri, Nevada or Nevada, Oregon or Oregon. I say Oregon, and I used to say Oregon, but then I spoke with a native Oregonian, not Oregonian from Skyrim or whatever, but Oregonian, and, you know, they said, yeah, it's pronounced like, you know, Oregon, like in Oregon, and I never really thought about it, but yeah, I guess it is. Sort of. I don't know. It's just what I do. But I find it funny. I don't know what started it, but I always call Florida, Florida. And that just, it kind of makes me laugh. It's like, flaws. All the flaws of Florida. And I didn't used to either. I always said Florida. But I changed it. And then, of course, there's the infamous, the Marylandism itself. Bagel. The thing I would have that's kind of fried, you know, you put like cream cheese on it or eggs or something. I call it a bagel, not a bagel. I used to call it bagels, and I can't do it anymore. I've just turned into a bagel lover. It's great. It's great. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. And it's funny because I actually have family out there, so I know how to pronounce it. So, Worcester, Massachusetts. It looks like Worcester, something, but my family there, you know, it's Worcester. You know, it's just, you go to Worcester. And it makes no sense, but I guess that's how it is. Oh, this is 1102. My bad. And another one I'm seeing is, and that's speaking of the town, not necessarily any other use for it, which is interesting. Because I call it Worcester sauce, or, yeah, I think that's what it is. But I think it's Worcester. Where, I don't know. It's weird. But I guess you have to kind of be from there to know it or something. I don't even know. All right, now we're really gonna ask the hard questions. So, the animated file that, you know, plays animations, I guess. It isn't a Flash file, but it's spelled GIF. Do you call this a GIF or a GIF? Asking the real questions here. The chat's already been kind of talking about it, but I do call it. I call it a GIF. I'm sorry, because you know what? I don't call I don't call people girls. I call them girls. Okay, so I call it a GIF, not a GIF. It's simple as that. I don't call people girls, but some people call it GIF, but I don't know. It's apparently the official quote-unquote pronunciation was GIF, but I think that's stupid, and I don't. I'm sorry, but it's just as simple as that. Oh. What about ARC? Or I don't want to say it just yet, but the state, ARKANSAS. So that state, the girls. I know it's only when they're animated though. So I pronounce that Arkansas, but it looks like Arkansas, and I don't really understand why on earth you would say, or why would you pronounce it Arkansas, but like, it's weird. It's like, okay. Let's see. Arkansas. Let's see, when are you gonna finish Explorers the Sky? When I do! I don't have any more answers than that. It'll be sometime! But I actually uploaded part 27 yesterday, but I had a technical issue with it. A very small technical error. I forgot the levels on the sidebar at one point. So I ended up redoing, or having to unlist the video, and it's up right now. I'll have that part up after the stream, but it's kind of unfortunate. I figure, you know what, this is a video that's going to be up for years. I don't want to have just, you know, I don't really want to have it be a problem for the final episode, or not really the final. There's still going to be the ending episode, and of course I'll do post-game, but I don't know when specifically it will be when it is. Other than after the stream today, I'll have part 27 re-uploaded. I mean, it's already uploaded, it's just private. I just didn't want to post it right before the stream, because then people always freak out. It's like, oh wait, what do I do? Too much Marriland. Let's see, how did you get informed of the error? I read the comments, and someone pointed it out, and I mean, I'm not mad. Like, I appreciated it. It really did stink having to read that, but I did appreciate knowing as opposed to not knowing. And I would have loved to have caught it beforehand, but I didn't. So, and it's sad because I actually caught another error beforehand as well. Like, oh man, I don't know what I was doing. I had apparently a little something that was distracting me. Oh well. Oh well, someone's got to re-upload stuff, but I look at the big picture, and that's what's important. It took me so long to get that video done because my voice just ran out. I mean, while I was recording it, I had to re-record the, well, just the audio portion of it. Like, I had to do post-commentary for some of the voices, but it's just reading dialogue, so it's really not a big deal. Alright, let's ride this bike. Getting close to Wonder Trade time. And then we're just going to do one box, and we're going to switch back to hatching eggs. That's what I really want to do. Oh my goodness. I want to get that Buizel. You have no idea. This thing has just been so stubborn. It is just the worst. Oh, it's the worster. Not the speedrunner worster, though. It's not that. Because if it were, it'd hatch in like one egg. Alrighty. Get some water. Some water. What are you doing? Hello, non-Shiny Buizel. Join your 1,105 others. Wah, wah. Okay. Well, we're almost done with this box, so that's kind of... I don't really want to say it's reassuring. There's nothing reassuring about this. Well, I guess the other number I had in my mind is 1132. I don't know why, but I think that might hold all the secrets we need. And then, of course, everyone wants it to be on 1111. And that'd be great if it did, but I guess then the next magic number would be 1234. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just lose it. There's like, oh, 1337. That'd be the next power number. These darn things. Ugh. I'm getting so sick and tired of seeing this stupid sea weasel. I just don't like it. Like, I don't even know if I want it anymore. Oh, man, I just don't know. It's just, it's crazy that it's taken so long. I've gotten so many shinies in under 100. Just happens. That's like, nice. I love it when that happens. Alright, so the bad English that you're searching for. No. Okay, so you're missing the joke. We were talking about like Worcester sauce earlier. Not, you know, this is the Worcester, because obviously that would make sense. But you know, you're blaming it on a pun, not on actual proper English. But even at that, don't be that person that is challenging people in the chat to say proper English. It's like, you know, there's a point where it's just like you're preaching to the wrong audience. If you happen to give up after reaching a certain number of eggs, what number would it be? I think when I hit 4,096, it would be... That's like the standard shiny odds without any modifications. And I think I would give up then. Because it's like, this is just ridiculous. But that'd probably take a year. That would probably take a year. Alrighty. What Prizzle? I need a Prizzle. Need a Prizzle. Using Masuda method, Shiny Charm, yes. I'm using both. The odds should be 1 in 512. Yeah, should. Aren't, but should. But soon. Soon. And then it will finally happen. And we'll be like, oh my goodness, finally. Alrighty. Getting so done with hatching these eggs. Just want to see something other than that obnoxious weasel thing. I did call it an obnoxious Buizel thing, didn't I? I guess that probably wasn't the most considerate. Oh well. Alrighty. Pretzek. Oh. One more egg. And then it will be that magic number where I will start the Wonder Trades for 1 box and then go back to hatching. I've run out of things to talk about. Darn it. It's just that suspense, you know? Like, I'm just waiting for this final egg to hatch. I had to read the sign. All right, here we go. 1110. 1111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111You're just there. Darn it. Okay, well, we will put this mission on hold for a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of Wonder Trades. All right, so I'm going to fly on over to my favorite spot to Wonder Trade, Killude City. And we're going to do this. I want to send out a tweet really quick to let people know that the Wonder Trades are starting. But, yeah, we're going to do a box. Not too much, but, you know, still a decent amount. All right, let's put these 2 away, though, just so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, my goodness. 1110. That is just insane. Shoot, I need another box worth. Oh man, all right. So I'm kind of ready for this now. Let me go ahead and get connected, and I will run it by you. Okay, let me send out a tweet really quick, just so people know that it is beginning. All right, here we go. All right, I have sent out a tweet, which is good. Skyham, subscribed for 4 months in a row. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your resubscription and being awesome. Remember, we have, what was it? Finally, a new emote, which is awesome. Okay. Whew. Let's do this. So we're gonna want to trade away a box of Buizel. We have a lot of these things, but let me just tell you how it works really quick here. I might do this in a moment as well, while people kind of funnel in from Twitter. But basically, how this will work, there is a delay from what you see on Twitch compared to what is actually happening. So by the time I trade away a Buizel, you know, like you won't see it on the screen. It'll already be gone by the time I say that. So what you need to do is you need to watch the chat. Before I trade it, I will type 3, 2, 1. I won't say 0. I won't say go. I won't say anything like that. I'll just say 3, 2, 1. And ideally, you want to trade right around when I hit 1. Again, it doesn't matter if you're perfect on it or not. It's so much luck-based because, it can take like a certain amount of time, or a variable amount of time, really. But that's what you want to do. You want to watch for me saying 3, 2, 1 in the chat, and then trade right after I type 1. And then you'll have the best odds of getting it. You could still get it if you didn't follow that, but it's a lot less likely. Yeah, and if I'm going to trade these as quickly as possible. So if you don't get one, like, if I'm going too fast, rather than saying, hey, Marriland, slow down, just hang tight, just wait for the next one or the one after that so you can time yourself better, because I'll be trading a whole box worth. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Let me know when you are ready, chat, and then I will do the countdown. I think I'll temporarily switch it to slow mode just so we don't have... All right, I see a lot of people ready. That's great. Can I do this? All right. I'll turn off slow mode in a moment. I just want to make sure that you guys can see that. There we go. Just temporary. We ran into an issue last time where I typed it, but there were so many people saying ready that, like, it kind of got lost in the messages. So, yeah, I figured, you know what? Let's see if I can just cut down on the messages until then. Kind of a good compromise. All right, so the first one's going to Deanna in Virginia. And getting, an Azurill. Even though I don't like Azurill, it's inferior in every way to Marill and Azumarill, but hey, it's at least something. At least it looks kind of cute in X and Y. Like in earlier games, it just looks bad. Like, oh my goodness, in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it's just like really sad looking. It's like, oh man, it's gross. All right, here we go. Again, that's why I say to watch the chat, because might not even see me in the trade screen by the time I type it. Just because I want to get these things traded. I got a box of them and they got to go. Because then I need to, I really need to get that Shiny Buizel. Like, I'm so determined to get that. Like, we can do so much more in the way of Wonder Trades once we have, once we actually have that Buizel hatch. Because I think I'm going to be splitting the, Wonder Trades and the Shiny hatching to different days. All right, I got a Charmander. All right, next up. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Well, that looks kind of decent. All things considered, huh? Not too bad, actually. All right, here we go. I already have a shiny Charmander, though, so I don't really need one, but a 5 IV female Charmander is nice for, like, a breeding project. Actually, that's pretty darn decent. I should set that as the best Wonder Trade of the day that I always forget to update. Guess we'll do that. Yay! Wonder Trade Wednesday, Maryland. Awesome! You get a Shiny Buizel. Well, no, you don't. I wish, right? Oh, Manaphy. That's pretty adorable. Or is that... No, that's... Oh, not Manaphy. That's the new iPhone 6S, of course. Oh, that's pretty funny. I kind of want to retrade it just because it's really amusing. Timid hydration. That's actually pretty decent, though. I don't think it's all that great for battles, but it's still really funny. The iPhone. I have that with my Verizon service, you know? I like to have a double battle and use the iPhone 6S with Verizon. Okay, well, this one's taking a little bit here. All right, trading with Arvin from Canada. Canada. Here you go. Oh, Rotom. All these weird Gen 4 kind of legendary, kind of not. Like, they're very questionable. The thing that always kind of wondered, or made me wonder with Rotom is, you know, it's the whole, is it a legendary or isn't it debate? Because, I mean, it can breed and everything, but hey, so can Manaphy. And, like, it plays the legendary battle theme when you fight it. Like, that's really the main reason why people would think it is. Like, its stats aren't really fantastic or anything, but, like, I just find it funny to get that and Fiona, who you kind of wonder, are either of these legendary or not? They're kind of on the fence. Because Fiona definitely doesn't have the stats to be legendary. Yeah, there we go. Marriland Wonder Trade Wednesday. Nice. I think that's Wowgek in the chat, I think. 100% sure, but I know I've traded. Yeah, I'm right. Hey, awesome. Well, you get another pretzel. It's been a long time. All right, well, I get a nice Ghastly. Terror Song. Ooh, Moonball. That's cool. All right. There we go. Actually, I've had some pretty decent trades so far, which is kind of nice. I mean, I don't really need a ton, but like, I don't know. Oh, a Meryl. Cute. Hey, never will complain about getting a Meryl over Wonder Trade. Even if, you know, they aren't as good as the Meryls I have. It's just like, oh, I want a Meryl. They're just so adorable. Alrighty, here we go. Time to trade some more pretzels. Oh my goodness, we got 24 more pretzels to trade. It's a lot of pretzels. Yes, it is. Oh, I should get some music playing. I always forget this. Like, we could have some nice music going, or we could have this boring Wonder Trade music, and I would much rather have nice music, right? Let me do that after this trade. Just so I can kind of keep going. Okay, Michael from Minnesota. Minnesota. Not Minnepop, Minnesota. A Feebas. Alright, let's turn down that volume. Actually, does it have a funny name? Nope. Does not. Okay, well that's fine. Let's see. What do we want to start with? Let's start with I don't even know. We'll do this. I got some new Pokemon music. Oh, it has to load up from my network drive. That's where I have all my music. I was thinking of using iTunes Match, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh, that's kind of decent. All right, let's see. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what we will get for this lovely pretzel. Turn this down a little bit on my earphones. All right, Chris from New York. What have you got for me, Chris? Doesn't really matter because you're getting a pretzel one way or the other, but always kind of like to see what kind of stuff I get. A Froakie, huh? Oh. Well then. Okay. What else to talk about? I don't know why, I can't focus as much while I'm Wonder Trading. It's always like so much stuff is going on that I lose my train of thought, and it happens all the time. What kind of ball is that? Like a lure ball? A dive? I think it's a dive ball. It's a weird ball. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so iTunes Match, whatever, do any of you use that? Do you like it? Because I have like a whole bunch of music, and I recently got Aqua Blade 11. I wonder if that is Aqua Blade 11 or not. That'd be great if it were the real one. I know I tried to trade with him during his whatchamacallit, his Nuzlocke, his Wonder. Oh, okay, great, it is! Nice! I wasn't sure if it was the real one or not, but it is. Well, awesome. Yeah, I was trying to trade him, actually, a pretzel way back during his, I don't remember if it was X or Y, but he was doing a Wonder, I think it was a Wonder Wedlock. And it was really tough. He had a lot of death, and I watched it, and there was some death, and it's like, oh man, that's sad. Well, awesome, you get a pretzel. Too bad it didn't help you out, but I guess a level 1 pretzel wouldn't have really helped during that anyway. Let's see, what's with the 3, 2, 1? So, there is a delay on Twitch. In fact, I guess since probably more people have shown up, I'll explain it again. So, I type 3, 2, 1 in the chat to kind of indicate when I am going to be Wonder Trading. And because there's a delay on Twitch. So what you see on the stream is actually like 15 seconds after what it's actually happened. So the chat is actually lined up with it properly, which is nice. So that's why you want to use that instead of what you see on the screen. Anyway, lost the Wonder Wedlock and X. That's sad, but I did too. If it's any consolation. I know you got really far in it though. I think I watched when you were at the cave. Actually, I think I might have even seen when you wiped. It was in that ice, not the ice path, but the ice cavern. And everything's just so tough in there. It's just brutal. Oh my goodness. It's terrible. bad memories of that. I mean, good memories, but scary memories. What song is this? I think it's a Sonic remix. Yeah, it's a Sonic remix. Metamorphic Rock. Hopefully it's not too loud. I almost think it might be just a tad too loud. I think I'll tone it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Died in the Frost Cavern in a previous one. Recent one you saw died in Victory Road. Oh. Let's see, not a huge issue, but you do have some pulsive wind pops going on. That's interesting. Huh, I wonder where that would be. It should be on this microphone right here. Maybe it's loud for some reason. Huh. Alright, well, I will have to look into that. So obviously I'd rather not have that. It might just be when I'm looking down, because I'm not speaking directly into it. Alright, let's do the countdown. There we go. Oh, let's see, what's your favorite Pokeball and why? I actually really like the Dive Ball. It's just nice and blue, really soothing. I think it's just nice. I also like the pink ones sometimes too. Hey! Winter Trade Wednesday, Maryland! Kobe from Tennessee. Nice. Very nice. Goomy! Hey, Goomy. Alrighty, let's see. Cool. Okay, so 2 rows done. That's nice. Still have 4 more to go. And we're gonna switch back for a little bit more hatching. Like to get up to, I don't know, 11:30 maybe, 11:32. Maybe 11:40. I kind of want to do that. That'd be 2 boxes today. That'd be nice. Oh my goodness. A Timber. Don't see those very often. It just looks so funny with that big block of wood. Ooh, nice. Iron Fist, some punch moves. That's kind of decent. Alrighty, let's see. How many are you gonna hatch till you just call it quits? I think the number is 4,096, which is a long way to go. But also, that's the standard odds for a shiny. And I think that would be just ridiculous if it took that long. With the Masuda method, with the shiny charm. It's like, what? No way. Determination! Hirori from Alabama. Seeing this trainer, it fills me with determination. Seeing this trainer's tagline fills me with determination, right? Yamask. A Yamask. All right. Next up, what have we got? Been getting some very interesting stuff, I tell you. Alright, let's see. Are you going to remove the winter training starts at 11:10? Yeah, I might as well. I always forget to have it there, but I guess people kind of realize that I'm wonder trading right now. Hopefully. Oh man, so are you guys getting some cool stuff? I keep seeing, you know, you're trading with a lot of people, which is cool. Connecting. That's what it's all about, but just wonder, you know, what kinds of fun stuff are you getting? I don't know if that Charmander is still my favorite trade of the day. Like, I've gotten some good trades, but, yeah. Let's see, that any spoilers. I'm from Europe, still waiting. Is Super Mystery Dungeon a good Mystery Dungeon game, or did it disappoint? I actually like it. Like, the more I think about it, I like it. The only thing I'll say is, two things I'll say. First, don't judge it by the earlier chapters. They're kind of boring, but it gets a lot better. And then second, it's a lot harder than the previous Mystery Dungeon games. Like, you're going to be struggling for a lot of it, and no matter which starters you choose, it's going to feel like you made the worst choice possible. And I think it does that on purpose. Because, like, I've tried it a few different times. Well, I guess with my Japanese version and then with my US one, but it's like pretty much whatever I go with, I feel like I could have done better. Like, why isn't this working? But it gets better, and then it's like, oh, okay, this is fine. So that being said, the difficulty is definitely an increase from previous Mystery Dungeon games. But it's kind of nice at the same time. It's challenging. It keeps you on your toes. You really have to use items and keep a lot of stuff with you. So, yeah, I like it. Definitely better than Gates to Infinity, at least in my opinion. But the only thing that I could really complain about is the early game is just, I don't like the plot. But then it picks up. And once it picks up, it doesn't let go. Oh man, alright. So, let's see. We got so many pretzels to go in this box. This is just crazy. Or not like in this box, but like all the boxes. If you stop and you think of how many pretzels I have hatched, hey, Owen from Massachusetts, want to trade Wednesday, Maryland, nice. You get a pretzel, buddy. But yeah, if you stop and think of how many pretzels I've hatched, I have hatched more than will fit in a PC. I'm pretty sure, because there's, what, 30 boxes? So that's like 900? Piplup! Aww! Cute little penguin. It's adorable. Yeah, but it's crazy. How many I have hatched. Like, I obviously can't store everything I get. But, man. Oh, a female Piplup. With hydro pump. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Hey, wait, what is it? Isn't it? Oh, I get it now. It's Penguin Awareness Day, right? I think it's Penguin Awareness Day. I might be mistaken, but we're aware now that it's Penguin Awareness Day, so let's be aware of these penguins. Oh. Eevee Lock. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not going to help you with your Eevee Lock. But hopefully you'll like it nonetheless. Oh, okay, an Eevee. I guess that's kind of appropriate. Eevee! What's an Eevee Lock? That's a good question. I don't really know. I guess my assumption would be you can only use Eevees in it. Like, maybe you get one of every evolution, and then that's all you can use. Like, you get them all at the start, but that'd actually be kind of fun. I'm on the road to Viridian City. I don't know, it just says that in the title. I'm like, why? Or the music that's playing. Sweet! Big service! Rebecca from Ohio! Well, here, you get a pretzel! It's actually good. I've gotten a few Marrilanders so far, which is nice. Always love getting Marrilanders. Punk rocker. Nice. Yeah, headbang. Oh, that's funny. I love things with nicknames. Alrighty, doo-doo-doo. What's the fastest way to get Eevee shiny? I think probably would be, I think your best bet would be have a Friend Safari that has Eevee in it. I think you can get Eevee in Friend Safari, right? And then just use Shiny Charm and just run back and forth in it. Could probably get it in a few hours. Because it does take a while to hatch Eevees, unfortunately. Otherwise, that'd be your next best bet. Since you mentioned cute little Piplup. Butts, right? What is it? Renee Butts, I think? Yeah. That's a great emote. Alrighty. Launcher. So we got 10 more to trade. There we go. Can't get Eevee in Friend Safari, sadly. That stinks. Where the heck do you get Eevee? Oh, derp. I'm thinking, I know you can get it in the wild. That's right. You can actually just get it on Route 10. So that makes it easier. Just use the Poke Radar to get it then. And then it's pretty easy to get. You have to practice using the Poke Radar, but there are guides out there that tell you how to do that. And then you can pretty reliably get shinies. You can get Eevee in the Friend Safari? Okay, yeah, I'm so confused. Oh, right, because that's where you'd get its hidden ability. Derp. I thought you could get it there. I keep getting misled in the chat. But regardless, actually the fastest way would be through the Poke Radar. Chaining through that. So I really like the 4th generation of Pokemon. Like, oh my goodness, it's great. At least Platinum onward. Diamond and Pearl, I mean, they'll always be sentimental to me, but they just are so flawed. But man, I love Platinum. And, you know, as much as I love it, I would not want that to be remade. I just don't. I think that it's fine as it is. I don't think we need any more remakes. In fact, I really hope Pokemon never makes another remake again of past games. Like, I never want to have, you know, Super Diamond and Ultimate Pearl or something. I mean, like, I just don't ever want that. Like, I guess we kind of needed it for you know, Ruby and Sapphire, but I don't like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, in case you don't know this. But I don't think we need any other games. Like, we don't need remakes of Red and Blue or Yellow. I keep hearing people want Yellow remakes, and there's no reason. There really isn't. Like, we've already gotten one set of remakes. We don't need any more. And we're having the original games re-released on the Virtual Console, which will be really cool. But it's just like a waste of a year or two. Like, right now, it has been, what, 2 years? More than, oh wow, that's weird. It's been almost 2.5 years since a new game. I don't want Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to be like the last games they've done. It's like, you know, can we have something new, please? Something that isn't just the same old thing we've had. And that's why I don't want a Pokemon Z either, because it's like, I just don't like that thought. Because I want to play something entirely new. I don't want to play something that's just the same old thing. But I don't know, I guess I'm just getting kind of sick of it. 3 generations of Kanto if you count Heart Gold and Soul Silver. 4 generations, because there was Gen 2 where you could go back there. You've been to Kanto in 4 generations now. There's really no reason to go back now. But that's fine. A Doge. Part of me is almost wondering if we're even going to see the Pokemon series continue. I'm almost kind of worried that it's going to come to a close. Which I wouldn't like, but I get nervous about this stuff. Ooh, that's a nice Doge. Because, man, it's just, I don't know. Did you ever dislike any of the games? The only games I really disliked, I mean, there have been some that I've not liked as much as others, but the only ones I've actually disliked of the main series is actually Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm not a fan. Didn't like them. So, yeah. Let's see. Pokemon Z is kind of foreshadowed by the anime spoilers and the fact we never got that event Floette. That is a thing, but I think it's a red herring. I don't think that's the case because they're making it too obvious. Because by that logic, Pokemon Gray was absolutely going to be released. I mean, there's no reason they wouldn't make a Pokemon Gray. You have Black, you have White. So of course you're going to make Pokemon Gray. I mean, that even references, Black and White and Gray in like the same line of speech. But guess what? They threw that for a loop and totally caught everyone off guard, despite all of the build up to it. That's why I think Pokemon is just, they are going to do something that isn't Pokemon Z. I think that they're gonna do something way different. Let's see, what side game was your least favorite? I don't like Troze at all. Like the original one. I played a little bit of, what is it? Battle Troze? I can die, wow. Okay, don't get too salty now. And yeah, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I hear you with this. I want them to bring back the ability to switch move order while you're in battle. I haven't seen that since Gen 3. I agree, that was like one of the best things. I hate that. Man. I love being able to switch around moves during the battle, but they took that out for some reason. It was just so refreshing. Let's see, Pokemon Dash is worse, but I've never played Pokemon Dash, so I can't bash the Dash unless I've played it. Although I do hear it's pretty bad. But it was also the first Pokemon game for the DS, and even though I shouldn't cut it any slack for that, yeah, I mean, that is a thing. Wow, this one is taking a while to trade. Oh my goodness. Very slow, Pretzel. There we go. You need Trubbish. Has anyone ever said they need Trubbish? Oh man. Let's see, they could call it Z and still make it something other than a rehash of X and Y. But the last time they have done a single release is in 2009 for Platinum. They're moving away from single release games. Because think about it, that's a terrible marketing strategy. Why release only one game when you can release two? That's just free money. And free money is good. So that's why I don't think they're going to do Pokemon Z. Like, there's so many reasons I don't think they will. Let's see. Late to streams, we may have already talked about how you feel about another game along the vein of Coliseum and XD. I would love that. I love those games. I thought they were great, at least as far as their story mode went. Like, it was awesome being able to play as kind of... Well, at least in the first one you played as an anti-hero. And the double battles, a story mode with double battles is just so cool. Shannon, Wonder Trade Wednesday, Maryland from Massachusetts. Awesome. Yeah, I love those games. I think that having everything as a double battle was great. It was different. It made me think. I hated it at first, but then it really grew on me. And it's like, oh, this is nice. Because otherwise you don't really do double battles. And that was before VGC was really a thing. Nowadays, you know, you see a lot of that, but I don't know. I'd love to see it. I hope they do it. I hope they make it portable, though. Oh my goodness, just imagine if you could take just the story mode of XD and Coliseum, but release them as like a special bundle thing on the 3DS. That'd be so great. And maybe like have a third game built into it. I know it's asking a lot, but if you cut the whole battle, like the Coliseum part of it, like the stadiums, and stuff, if you cut those out, you'd probably have room for it. Maybe redo it in X and Y's engine. That's another thing you could do. Because it's not like they were super long games. But, oh well. D's nuts. That who you voting for, May? So crazy. I don't know if that's still a thing, but they had an actual candidate in Iowa called D's Nuts. I don't know. And then they have another actual candidate in Iowa that's called Donald Trump. Oh, wow, go figure. Go figure. I hope you go out and vote, though, if you're in Iowa or if you're in New Hampshire or wherever, honestly, if you're in the U.S., because we got the political season going on. And, you know, I don't care who you vote for. If you like Donald Trump and you want to vote for him, hey, you know what? I'm not going to judge you for that, as long as you go out and vote, okay? Because I still think that's more important, you know, just getting out and voting rather than staying home and not voting. I mean, you know, I'm going to vote. I don't need to sway you for who I'm going to vote for, but I just think it's really important that you do be a part of the process if you're old enough to vote, because, you know, that's great. And you know what? You can always write in gets this. I'm just saying, you can do that. It's kind of a waste of a vote, but if you don't like any of the candidates, go do that and, you know, vote for more local stuff that affects you. Oh, hey, I'm trading with Silent now. Wonder Trade Wednesday, Maryland. Nice. But yeah, yeah, you know, do that. And, you know, if you don't want to vote in the primaries or whatever, that's also fine, but make absolutely sure you go out and vote in the election, the general election. That's an important thing for me. Even if you vote for Argonaut, that's great. Even if you vote for Getsus, which, you know, I'll probably do some kind of like a rally for that, because it's kind of weird, because, you know, I'm not really a fan of convincing people to like throw away a vote. Yeah, all right, we're done with that. You know, that's not cool. Like, I don't want to manipulate the system. I just want people to get out there, you know? I think that's really important, that you be a part of the process, even if you vote for a joke like D's Nuts or Getsus or Berg. Like, get out there and look at some of the other issues. You know, you can do that. And we're not really talking politics. We're talking voting. That's not politics. That's America. That's democracy. So it's just important to be a part of it, I guess. All right. Anyway, we're going to switch to shiny hatching mode. Ding. All right. Cool. So now we're just shiny hatching. I need to update the title. Let's see. There we go. All right. Back to business now. It's gonna happen. We need it. We need that Shiny Buizel. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I have to get my counter thing back. There we go. All right, here we are. 1111. What do we get? No, it wasn't anything fancy, darn it. Yay! Mega Absol Cat just subscribed. That is some big service. Thank you so much, Mega Absol Cat, for subscribing. Make sure you check out the cool emotes. We just got a new one, actually. We got the finally emote. So we can spam that in the chat when we finally get that Shiny Buizel. Oh my goodness, that needs to happen already. And you get the tail now. That's also true. Oh my goodness. Oh man, so I just got an email, and I'm kind of upset about this if what it says is true. So I have Netflix, their DVD thing, and I've been using that to watch Better Call Saul. I've been wanting to watch that for a while because I really like Breaking Bad. But, man, you know what? The problem is, like, I've been ordering the DVDs, but, like, they didn't send me the rest of the DVDs or the Blu-rays or whatever. Like, I had it in my queue, but they skipped straight to Ted 2. I'm like, oh, darn it. I want to watch that, of course, but, like, I thought I had the others up there and I didn't get them, so yeah. I'm so sad about that. Oh well, it'll arrive, I guess, tomorrow. Then I can watch that, send it back, and get it next week. I always hate it when plans change like that, you know? It's like, darn it. So far, of the 4 episodes I've seen, like it. Alright, let's see. No, I'm not playing any copyrighted songs. I mean, obviously songs are copyrighted, but like commercial songs. Gotta be okay to use in order to use on a stream. People need to be mindful of that. Alrighty, let's see. Oh man, I cannot wait until that Shiny Buizel appears. Darn it! Ugh! Just needs to happen. Oh. It really needs to happen. Can't believe we've hatched so many of these. Weasel! Like, this is just ridiculous. It's one of the longest shiny hunts ever. Let's see. When you're not listening to copyright-free music, what do you listen to? So, I listen to a variety of things. I'm actually kind of sad because, I used to listen to this club dubstep radio station on digitally imported, but I did that from iTunes, and now, like, due to the copyright laws and the increased fees or something, like, it's not available on iTunes anymore, so I don't listen to that. So I've been trying to discover new stuff. I guess I mostly listen to, like, dubstep or trance, and also some metal and video game music and remixes, things. I don't know, it's crazy. I've recently been kind of sampling this group called Advance. Not Advance, but AT Vance. And they got some interesting songs, to say the least. Like, it's interesting, like, I've been listening to some of their newer stuff, and I don't like it very much. But some of their older stuff's really good. Usually I'm the opposite, but I don't know, there's been some songs, I think it's what, Dragon Slayer or something like that, that it's pretty good. Oh, but yeah, I'm looking for new stuff right now. Waiting for Dream Theater's new album, one of the few commercial bands I listen to. Oh yeah, I do love Dream Theater. That's probably still my favorite band, but they're really good. Wow, we're seeing all these old names. Is Christina Aguilera your queen? No, not really. And then Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Oh, that's a very difficult decision, I have to say. I think all things considered, I gotta say Backstreet Boys, because otherwise, you know, you're all just gonna go bye, 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 and I can't have that now. So it's either that or it's gonna be me. Oh, 2000s! Don't we miss those early 2000s? I remember listening to some of them way back. I don't anymore though, but I think we all had those days, you know? Or at least, not all of us, but... Ah, wow. I don't really get into, like, rap and hip-hop or anything. Like, it's nothing against people who do. I don't really find the intrigue in it. Like, I kind of miss the pop days. I know, you know, some people just didn't get the intrigue of that either, but... Yeah. Okay, so here's a good question. So I know that the Patreon server is whitelist only, but can anyone just download the Marriland pack for personal use? Or did I miss a download link somewhere? Yes, absolutely you can. You can follow the instructions, which I don't remember where I have them listed. I think even on the description here. But you can definitely download the Marriland pack and play on that, or start your own server if you know how to do that. Like, you can do that absolutely and play and have fun with that. Like, I have no problem. That's why I made it available for people. But yeah, it's just the other the Patreon server that's whitelist only. You can still play around with it and have fun, add your own mods, do whatever. Let's see, have you ever heard of Mad World the game? I can't say I have, actually. Let's see, is it possible to still hoard shiny hunt after you find a shiny? Yeah, there's nothing that would stop you from doing that. Still have same odds, really. Just depends on if you want any more shinies. Now, I'm not hoard hunting for shinies, I'm just hatching because that's what I want to do. But like, if I wanted to get shinies fast, horde hunting is a very horde hunting, just so you guys don't think I said anything else, horde hunting is a very pretty quick way of finding shinies. I found 2 while I was training in Omega Ruby, The wedlock, that was crazy. I wasn't even looking for him either. Oh, man. So I guess this box caps out at 1140. Darn it. I might have to clear out some more stuff. Let's see. It says on your stream description that you stream Marriland on Mondays. But when else do you stream? You know what? Oh, besides Wednesdays. I was actually meaning to put a schedule on the description, and I forgot again. But I don't actually stream that much, to be honest. Like, I try to be just consistent when I do stream, but I'm not, like, too much of a hardcore streamer. But when I do big marathon streams, that's when it gets intense. Earlier this month, I did the yellow sleep lock. I ended up streaming for 30 hours. You can even find a 30-hour archived stream on my highlights, and that's really crazy. I can't believe it didn't crash that whole time. And I'll have a crystal sleep lock. Most likely going to be crystal. Like, a lot of people I've spoken to that are patrons that would be voting on it are like, yeah, you're doing crystal. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. So, and I think that'll be the one everyone wants anyway. So we'll probably just cut that part of the vote. I don't know if it'll be a Nuzlocke, Wedlock, or Rainbow Wedlock, but I will do that early February or mid-February, sometime in February. It needs to be before MagFest, because I'm going to that, and I don't want to get Conflu and then not be able to stream. Because that would happen, you know, and I wouldn't like that. But, yeah, so that's next on the agenda. And, subscribers, at least if I might change how it is. I might have, like, a list of names, like, go with a naming theme, and have subscribers choose, like, from a list. Hey, you know, name it this. Or, you know, a theme, and then have them submit something for the theme. Okay, what is a Rainbow Wedlock? So this was pitched to patrons when they were voting for the rules. And in a nutshell, a Rainbow Wedlock is a wedlock with extra consideration for same-sex couples. Now, I don't generally do that. I just try to keep it just as a standard wedlock. But I figured if people if they want that, if they vote for it, I'd definitely be open for it. They didn't vote that last time, but let's see. But yeah, I don't remember. I figured an interesting way to kind of count for that or account for it. I don't remember what it was, but I know it was something. But it's basically one that kind of allows for that. Are you doing another sleep lock? Yes, the crystal sleep lock. Are you going to have voting options for how far you go in crystal? Yeah, that's another thing to consider. It might be, it might actually be split into two. I don't know for sure, but, like, I don't know if I can train for red and do that. Like, if I split it up into Johto and Kanto, that'd be nice, but then I kind of wonder, you know, does that count? I mean, you do beat the game, you see the credits, and I don't know. But we'll have to see. I'd probably go for the whole thing, unless the rules get really difficult. In which case, like, if the rules get difficult to the point where I think it's going to take 40 hours or more, I'll probably just say, well, we'll split it in two. But otherwise, I mean, if the rules are kind of okay, then I think we'll be fine. Because, yeah, training for red in the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal, ugh, that's going to be a nightmare. I'll try to look some stuff up ahead of time, like for good grinding spots. Oh my goodness, these Buizel. I'm getting so sick and tired of them. Oh, these things just are so obnoxious. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, they're one of my favorite Pokemon, but it's just, I'm sick and tired of seeing them over and over again. And I'm not being shiny. Ugh, it's just like, come on, I need to see that silver ring around your neck. We don't want gold, we want silver. That's what we want. Ugh. Let's see, have you heard about the huge blizzard on Friday, or are you one of those California people? No, I've heard of it, but I'm one of those Wisconsin people, so oddly, I'm not getting a snowstorm. But yeah, I did hear that they're gonna get a lot of snow out there, and it's pretty crazy. Hopefully people will be all right. But I'm not gonna get any snow, which is crazy. Like, we got like 1/3 of an inch, maybe half an inch. And that was it, just a little dusting of snow. It's like, that's no problem. Yo, give me the egg. Come on. Fork it over. I really hope there's not a big snowstorm for MagFest, because that's coming up next month. And that's in Maryland, and it'll be cool to actually be in the state of my namesake, kind of, Maryland. But I don't know, like one year there was a ton of snow there, and or maybe it was at PAX, but it was just ridiculous. So yeah, it's not good if you have to travel when there's bad weather. That's not very fun. When is MagFest? I think it's like the 3rd week of February. I don't remember the exact dates off the top of my head. I think like the 17th, 18th, something like that. I have it. I know it's next month. That much I know. I gotta get my flight booked. I already have the hotel, which is nice. Staying at the venue, at the Gaylord hotel place. I don't remember what it's called, but I know it's the Gaylord. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. It's not a bad thing. Oh man. But it'll be nice staying at the venue. I haven't been to a convention like that. I mean, pretty much the most convention stuff I get to is like Worlds, but that's it. No, I'm the one who said Gaylord. You can say that word in the chat in this context. It's don't push it though. But yeah, I went to another one of the Gaylord hotels. Like, I didn't realize they were a thing. Like, big, huge, humongous hotels. I thought it was more like a branch or something. But I went to the Gaylord Opryland in Nashville before the flood, and it was really big. My goodness, it was enormous. It had islands in it, like plural, multiple islands with bridges and boats inside of a hotel. Oh, it was just crazy. It was just ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. That was for one of the regional championships. I couldn't get over how enormous that hotel was. But, oh well. Yeah, anyway. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But it's just gonna be weird, like, not having to do stuff. Because I'm just there. Like, I'm not doing a panel or anything. I'm not, you know, a guest. I mean, I'll see people who probably are, but it'll be nice to just go to an event and not worry about it. Not feel like there's all this stuff I have to do. I think it's by the DC area, if I'm not mistaken. Have you been to Vegas, Maryland? I have not. I've never been to Nevada. Anywhere near it. I mean, I've been to California and Arizona. I guess that's kind of near it, but never been to Vegas. Should really fly out there sometime. Let's see, I feel like in the YouTube community, MagFest is usually forgotten. And that's kind of why I want to go there, actually. It just sounds so much more chill and relaxed than, like, PAX. I mean, I've never gone to PAX, and I just hear it's so chaotic and huge, and I don't know, I just want to have fun, you know? And, like, I hear there's plenty to do at MagFest, but it's not so overwhelming, and that's just what I want. Like, some people want to go and see all the superstars, and like, I know that not all the YouTubers go to MagFest, but I think Chugga Conroy is going there. He's kind of one of the ones that told me about it. Quite a few of the people I met at Worlds will be. So it's like, I gotta go there. It'd be fun, you know? Make it work. Oh my goodness. You need a hatch already, Shiny Buizel. Seriously. This needs to happen. This is just so much eggs. Ugh. Jeez. I'm just trying to think, like, how on earth so many eggs could be produced without one being shiny. That's just not right. I even switched the mothers too. Like, I did that, I don't know, I think it was at like 1,000 or something, or 1,020, or it was 1024, that's what it was. At 1024, I switched it so we used a different mother instead, just in case the one was broken. So I guess we've hatched 100 now with the new mother, and no luck, but it's fine. But man, just wish we could actually get that thing. We'll make omelets with those eggs. I wish, but like, we might accidentally make an omelet from the shiny one, so I don't really want to do that. That'd be bad. Oh man. And see, I just know that this would not have happened if I did my whole tipping trick that I always keep talking about. I tell ya, it would have hatched probably 1,000 eggs ago if I just did that at the start. It feels like every time I did that, it was so, like, I just hatched eggs instantly. So that's why, like, I forgot to do that before I started. And we'll see what it is on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, we'll see what it is on the next shiny hatching spree, like how much of an influence that has. But that's the one thing I didn't do with this, and I know that it would have made a difference. It's a superstition thing, but it's one that I believe in, and you know, I mean, clearly. Let's see, still looking for 1.8 mods. Yeah, actually, I've been noticing you've been doing some development on it, but always looking for some interesting things that will work with a Pixelmon themed pack. There's really not that much for 1.8. Let's see, would you do this if you weren't streaming? Because this would look very boring off stream. Actually, I'd have a lot more fun with it. Because what I used to do back when I did Wonder Trades in 2013 and 2014, I used to still, you know, hatch for stuff, but I wasn't streaming that. I was only streaming the Wonder Trades. So what I would do is I'd ride back and forth, and I'd end up hatching shinies, but I'd just do that while watching TV or listening to music. Like, it's great, you know, you just have that on in the background. You don't even have to think about it. You just ride back and forth. With this, I have to think a lot more. I have to talk the whole time. I have to look at the screen. I have to sit as opposed to just laying back on a comfy couch or in a bed or something. So it's a lot more enjoyable not streaming this, but people wanted to see it. I'm surprised that so many people consistently wanted to. Because I didn't think that they did. But they did, and that's great. I'm glad you do. Because, I mean, I guess it doesn't really, you know, make it go any quicker for me. If anything, it goes slower, but it's entertainment for you guys. That's always nice. Let's see. You can stream lying on bed, we don't mind. Well, it'd be a little hard to set that up and read the chat, but hey, you know what? If we have fancy computers that can do that, I mean, hey, sign me up. I'll take that. That'd be great. But I don't think I'm quite there yet. That'll be the computer of the future, the one you can have in bed. Don't even have to get out of bed in the morning. You just hop on your PC. In fact, don't even need to do anything. Just stay there. Oh, man. Let's see. Cannot believe we do not have this yet. I was actually considering, okay, I'm not gonna joke. I was considering of streaming, or considering of, wow, I can't even grammar today. I was considering doing some streams without commentary and just like while I'm playing games. I mean, it's kind of boring in comparison, but hey, you know what? I don't have to worry about it. It's like, hey, you know what? This is what I'm playing. You can tune in and watch it or not, but like it wouldn't be interactive or anything. It'd just be like kind of like a camera watching me play, because I've been playing the Zelda series. I beat Link's Awakening, which was very interesting of a game, I guess. I liked it. I'm glad I gave it a shot, but yeah, still prefer Link to the Past. But yeah, just have that like on rather than having to worry about stuff, because you know I want to play games. I just don't always feel like sitting here and talking for many hours while I'm playing games. You know, people have this impression that playing games for YouTube or for Twitch, you know, oh, you just play games. I mean, no, that's not it. You don't do that. You have to actually like. You have to talk the whole time. You have to think. You have to, you know, be interactive. I mean, there's way more to it than just playing games. But yeah, let's see. After done, give me Pokemon Skype usage. Be able to get an alpha version out soonish. Well, sweet. I will do so. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Right now, I just want to focus on these eggs. Ugh, these things. These things. Oh my goodness, a Baneri emote. That's so cute. Talk and keep two trains of thought running. Yeah, that too. That too. So I have like all these monitors and screens and stuff. But I don't know, like part of me, I've been talking about this in the past. I think I might end up kind of like bulk recording a series. I don't know what, but, and I'll surprise you with it, but I want to actually record the whole thing and post it. And even though I don't get like feedback from commentary or feedback from the comments, you know, that's not the end of the world either. It means, okay, this is just my experience and that's fine. Does it hurt doing some of the voices in Pokemon games? Actually, yes, it does. Yes, it does. The higher pitched voices are really, really tough for me to do, especially for, you know, for any period of time. And then the, yeah, the kind of growly voices are also very tough. In fact, that's part of the reason I've been behind with Explorers of Sky is I completely lost my voice while recording part 27, like the very end of it, like it just, after the final fight, it's just like, my voice is just gone. And I might upload it as like an unlisted video, just like share it here and there, because it's kind of funny. It's like, wow, your voice Sounds so bad. That's what actually can happen. You could just lose it entirely. Let's see. So did you re-upload Mystery Dungeon yet? Not mad. Just wondering. It is re-uploaded. It is all set to go. The only thing is I need to adjust the annotations and put a little card thing at the beginning, and then it's good to go. So I'm gonna do that after we finish streaming, and then we'll be set. I'll try to get part 28 recorded for maybe the weekend, maybe the other. I don't know. But once part 28's up, then I'll start working on Super Mystery Dungeon again. Let's see. For the Mystery Dungeon voices, do you do each character at a time, or do you do most of the voices you can do as you play? Actually, I would say probably about 98% of all of the voices in Mystery Dungeon are done, or either of the Mystery Dungeon games, or any, well, either, because, yeah, anyway. They're all done with live commentary. Pretty much everything is done with live commentary. There's only a few times where I have to go back and switch something out, and usually it's because I didn't realize it was a different character talking. Like, they never really introduce themselves. They just have dialogue, and it's like, who is this? So then I'll do that. Or if I make like a mistake or something. But usually everything you hear is me switching my voice back and forth while actually playing, which is crazy. In fact, actually, if you really want to know something crazy, in Gates to Infinity, my first Mystery Dungeon... Oh, wait, why am I here? In Gates to Infinity, I actually had it set up so I recorded the game audio with my voice audio, like my vocal track. Like, I used Fraps to record, and it didn't have a separate audio track for voice and for the game audio, so I had to do everything in one take. I could not edit anything. I could not change anything. I could not fix any mistakes. It was just, you gotta do it. It's gotta be right. And good luck. That's it. And yeah, thankfully it turned out great. But I couldn't do any cool voice effects either. Like, Kyurem was such a voice to do. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that voice naturally. It's like, what the heck? Let's see. Are you doing any more Undertale? Sometime. But I have all the Undertale recorded. I just need to edit and upload it. But I'm gonna wait until I have the entire run finished before I start uploading it, just so there's no delay. It's like, hey, here you go. You want to know when it is? It'll be up the next day once it's up or something. I don't know. Whatever the case. Sometime. Alright, so we're going to stop once we hit 1140 eggs. I really wanted to get that Shiny Buizel today, but it looks like we're not getting it. Which is so sad. Man, we had 2 more boxes, and I just want to get that one. Like, I mean, it's so frustrating to not get that shiny after such a long time. I mean, I've gone through a lot of bad stuff from the time I started this to now, and I really just wish that, you know, like, our luck could finally turn around for a change. I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of getting depressing to a certain point. It's like, you know, can't I just get a break? Can't we just have this? I've worked hard enough for it. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, you just get a shiny like nothing. I mean, this is really brutal, and I just want something good to happen. I feel like it's overdue, but I mean, I know it's gonna be when it is. It's as simple as that. But I really wish it would have been sooner, or it'd be like now, you know? I mean, that'd be great, but no. Why? Why would it be now? Well, I guess unless it can hatch in these next 6 eggs, I guess it'll be next week. Wah, wah, wah. I'm glad we're at least keeping count of how many eggs. I mean, thank goodness for that, right? We'll always be able to remember how many it took. But it's really gonna hurt thinking about it in the future, you know? Let's see. Have you started Hotful Boyfriend yet? I saw you pick it up a few months ago. I have not yet. I did pick it up a few months ago because I hear it's really funny and actually not that bad. But I haven't played it yet. I think I'll probably do that at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna like record it or stream it. I might just play it. But I did get it. I did get it on sale, which is nice. Let's see. When are we going to Wonder Trade? Next week, because it doesn't say Wonder Trade anywhere on here right now. In fact, in the title, it even says no more Wonder Trades today. But yeah. There are lyrics to this? That's so weird. Let's see. Beginner's Guide stream. Maybe, but you did tell me I should just play it. Like, it wouldn't be as good for like a Let's Play series. I think I don't want to stream a new game. Because what happens is then people just get in and spoil. And it's so rude. Like, I would never want to do that. It just takes away the fun if you stream a game that you've never played before. Because all it takes is one little jerk in the chat to say something, even if it's not intentional. It's like, wow, thanks. What is this? I don't even know, man. I don't know about this song either. It's too distracting. Alright, let's see. I like this though. Do you like Mount Coronet? Mount Croissant. That always makes me think of like a croissant for some reason. I don't know why, but let's see. Man, I'm tired all of a sudden. I don't know why. Actually, I didn't get that much sleep last night. I was up until like, I don't know, 5:30 or something, because I was drawing that Buizel. That new emote, which I do like a lot. I can't wait until we can finally use it. But yeah, that did keep me up a bit. Let's see. This is actually a good question. So, is there a reason why you hatch a few and deposit them? Have you found that to be optimal for hatching, or is it preference? Kind of both, actually. So my logic behind this is, like, it takes time to go into the house. Like, that much is a given. Like, the time it takes to go in here, see, there's that loading time, then going to the PC. It just doesn't seem very economical to do that with every egg you hatch. That doesn't quite seem right. But I don't want to have 3 there ideally, because then that means I only have 2 eggs, and then that means I'm not accruing steps for these eggs. Like, let's say I have 2. Like, let's say I didn't deposit those 2, and I went for I went for the 3rd one, let's say. Because I usually deposit it 2, if you haven't noticed. Like, once I have 2 hatched, I deposit them. If I waited until I had 3, then that means the 2 eggs on the side, they're only getting so many. Like, I could get a new egg and get extra steps on that egg. It just seems like it cycles a little bit better. I'm not sure that's the best, but like, I wouldn't want to hatch the entire batch because then that means only one egg is getting steps on it. And then, you know, you're riding around while you're waiting for these trainers or these breeders to give you the eggs. So, I don't know. That's just what I do. That seems to work pretty well because then it tries to maximize how many egg steps you get as opposed to having, like, empty steps. Because I never like to have an empty bin of eggs or party or whatever. Like, that's not good. Because then you're just wasting time riding back and forth. Nothing's getting it. Like, right now, at this point, 4 eggs are getting egg steps, which is good. If, like, they were all hatched or almost all hatched, then only 1 would be getting egg steps. And if I keep depositing every time 1 hatches, then, like, again, it just slows it down. So that's why I don't do that. But yeah, that's a good question. Like, I haven't actually answered that on stream, I don't think, even though I do that. And, you know, it definitely, it's one of those things that, you know, people do think about. It's good to think about. Let's see, do you make all the emotes yourself? Actually, yes, I do. The only other one that I didn't make the benches one. I think that was done by Yuki Mizuno, who did like a little benches emote, and it was pretty cool. Or like a benches icon, and I turned it into an emote. But other than that, yeah, I did them all. I think. Actually, let me double check. Yes, I did. I mean, 2 of them are of my face. I kind of did those. But yeah. And yes, I am also the one who does all the sidebar pictures for my Pokemon. At least like when we hit the finale or the final part of it. That's sort of a tradition. I feel like I always need to do the sidebar art for them. The portrait art, as I call it. And I did kind of draw one of this Shiny Buizel whenever we hatch it. I mean, it's for that emote, but I'll post that somewhere once I have it. Alrighty, there we go. So we're going to hatch 1 more egg. And yeah. Then we're gonna wrap things up. And then I'll get Explores the Sky Part 27 up again, the re-upload of it. And yeah, then we're just gonna have to wait until next week, I guess. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna turn off the music right now. This is nice and all, but this is the last one, so maybe we can, just maybe we can get the shiny with this last egg. Had a feeling it would be this day. It was going to be perfect, and no, we didn't get it. Or maybe not, maybe not. It's too soon to say that we didn't get it yet. We can get it. And no, it's not this Talonflame that brings bad luck in shiny hatching. This is my trusty Talonflame. It has been around for all of the ones that I have hatched. And I've hatched a lot, so I don't blame the Talonflame. Don't blame the Talonflame. It's my hatching bird. Pretty good luck charm, too. Like, he's fine. Oh my goodness, come on, hatch already. All right, here we go. 1140, come on. Be the one. Nope. Wah, wah. Oh, well. Oh. Well, we'll have to wait until next week then. Hopefully next week we'll get it. But for now, no luck. No dice. We don't get it. And I have to clear even more room in my PC. My goodness. I might do like just random Wonder Trades like throughout the week just to kind of clear stuff. Because I mean, it's going to take an eternity to Wonder Trade all the Buizels I have. And otherwise they're just going to clog my Pokebank. So I don't know. Like streaming 1,000, well, not 1,000, but several hundred would take such a long time. Oh, I can't go for 50 right now because I don't even have enough storage. I don't have any empty boxes. Well, let me save the game to make sure that we don't accidentally not save. That'd be terrible right now. All right. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, everyone. I'm sorry we did not get it. Hopefully, we will finally get, the Shiny Buizel at some point. Maybe next week. Hopefully next week. Oh my goodness. Hopefully. All right. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a nice week. So I will see you next time. Woo!